All right, guys, how's it going? I just want to piggyback off of the video that Marcus just put out. That was a great video there. And I just want to take the Zillow a little bit further. Now, the absolute best way, because Zillow is a ballpark estimate, the absolute best way to get the comps, specific comps, is to have a real estate agent, is to use the MLS to get those specific numbers. That's why I enforce or I tell you that you should really have a real estate agent on your team who can do that. Next case scenario, well, they have some paid sites. And then lastly, you can get your license so you don't have to wait on anyone, because sometimes if you're not dealing with an agent that's starving, you're going to have to wait on them as well. So I just want to pull up a property and just show you something that you may or may not know, but this should help you out a lot. So I'm just going to, let me see, just put in an address here. And one thing, hold on, let me just give an example here. Just going to pull up, let's see, I'm trying to think of a property that I've actually flipped. 267 Cranbrook Drive. Okay, so let me just bring this into clarity for you so you can see it. This is a property that I've actually flipped in the past. And I think I made about 25 grand off of this one. So I'm going to pull up the address. All right, so this is a house that I got. We redid. We actually, you can see right there that it sold for $83,000. I got this property with no money down, right? So 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,330 square foot. I actually lived in it while we were doing some work in it myself. So here we go. Sold for 83, right? Let you know what the sold date is. So one of the things I just want you to know is that you can't always go off of what the selling price is in Zillow, because what if the property, it's someone like me who comes, or someone like you who comes and you buy the property and maybe you're using it for advertising for purposes. So if I'm using it for advertising purposes, maybe I'll put that the price is $10,000 and I know that it's worth 100, but I want people calling me, right? So whenever you change the price, or if you have a listing on Zillow and you're the owner, and whatever the price is that you put it, that's going to become the Zestimate. So you got to be careful on that. So you can't really look at the Zestimate with 100% proof. That's why I say to look at the best thing is to have the comps from the MLS. So we do have paid sites that are out there. One of the good ones for investors is www.compflip.com. I know Marcus gave a site also, but you just have to be careful and know the true value of the property, because if I put $8,900, now the Zestimate is going to reflect closer to that. It's going to change up the numbers of the Zestimate. All right. So with that being said, I want to just show you something else. Like as Marcus said in the previous video, yes, you have to look at what the Zestimate, and remember, it's a Zestimate, which is an estimate, right? But they can be manipulated by the prices that the owner puts in there. So definitely check multiple sites like he said, but if they're doing the same thing, I just want you to be aware of that. So what I would say do is go to the tax assessor's website and find out what the taxable value is, and we'll take a look at that also, right? So if I'm looking at this property right here, I'm interested in buying it. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to, they kind of changed Zillow around also. I don't use it as much. Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, similar home sold right here. So you can click here, and they just changed that around too. It wasn't like that all the time. You can click and see what the similar homes sold are, right? And that's going to give you a great ballpark figure again. Now what you got to understand is you could have two properties. One could be here and one could be here. They could be like in a 2-mile radius, but they could go to different school systems. So different school systems will affect the values of the property also. Just keep that in the back of your head. All right. So as I come in through and start scrolling through here, let's see. I got that information. You got some home. Let me just click on these things. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Let's just take the 826 Halifax Drive, right? So right over here, move this over, you have 826 Halifax Drive. Pictures and stuff is not important right now, but what is important is that you have your similar homes for sale over here. Now you can look at them, but you're going to still have to adjust them by, okay, this is 3 bedrooms, this is 5 bedrooms. So you got to know that a bedroom is like another $10,000 to $15,000 added onto the price of the property. But these are cool right there. But what you really want to go is you want to see the listings that are near 826. It used to say, sometimes it says listings similar to those. So you want it to be as close to those or as similar as possible. And then start looking from there. All right. So once again, they will have the solds. I don't care about what's for sale. That means absolutely nothing to me. As Marcus stated earlier, it's all about what's sold. All right. So, oops. You always want to go over here. I've seen it say listings near, and I've seen it say listings sold. So if this happens to just be a property that's right next to it and you know it, and you click on, let's just say I click on this one here. It's a similar home, but it still has to be, I like for it to be within a half-mile radius of where my home is. Some people will tell you to go out further, but then you're just setting yourself up a little bit more for a heartbreak. So, this property right here, 151 Barrington Drive. They've changed this doggone site around so much. So that's it. But let's just go over here to the property collector's office, tax collector, and I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go back to Google, right? And I'm just going to use what I know that's really quick. I'm going to use Osceola County, Florida, and I'm going to go to the tax collector. Could be your register of deeds, could be a treasurer, just depends on where you are. So I know this area, I've done a lot of business here, so I'm going to click on here. And I'm going to... everybody's getting new and updated websites. Okay, so we want to search tax records. And remember, the tax records are going to give you, and I'm just going to put in that same one of the property that I flipped. All right. And the tax record will basically give you about 70% of the assessed value of the property. Right. So remember that in most places. So we're going to hit search. Property tax, search, and it's saying, is that Osceola County? Let me do an advanced search. Oh, no. That's wait, is it Osceola County or is it Polk County? Let me see. There are 2 counties right next to each other over there. I kind of forget. I done flipped so many of them. Okay, great. Here it is. So the person, that's the actual people that bought it, Mr. and Mrs. Cruz, they bought it from me. Now, I never owned the property. I controlled it with an option for about a year or so. And then I got the, I kind of did like the whole master lease thing on this property. So let's just go here and look at what's going on. Okay, these are the taxes, and I should have just took you over to the property appraiser. Should have been a little bit better. Yeah. So this right here shows an assessed value of $83,000. Now, 83 may be the full value where you are, or it may be 70% of the value. All right. So that's where I would always start from. Also, it's just going to give you ballpark. Like I said, you can use the things that Marcus showed you also, but just remember that the numbers could be skewed because someone put in a really low price or a really high price. So that's going to reflect everything around that. So you need to know the basics to get your real estate agent on your team. Let me talk to them. I'm actually going to put a training video together on there for this Flip My Life site. If you got people that are interested that came in on your Facebook, let them know. Let's get them signed up. Let me talk to them. You'll get paid if I close them. Also, I'm going to keep that whole format by doing the live. So I'm going to let every week, I'm going to let each person teach something that they've learned that week. So you can have your friends come in and see you teaching on your site as well on your live. All right. So with that being said, if you got any questions, let me know. Other than that, let's keep it going. We're going to put some prizes together, some contests together, make this really fun, make it challenging, push you to the limits, make you show you that you have greatness inside of you and just pull it all out of you so that you can do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it. And hey guys, May 28th, that whole weekend, my intention is to go out to Greece. So I want you to be ready. I want you to have some houses flipped. Let's do this thing. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.